I believe that if I had somebody at that time telling me the advices and citing all the skills that I'm about to cite today, then I would have definitely right now today I would have definitely been in a way higher level. And anger have gotten me to do and mostly to say a lot of bad things. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, written by Mark Manson. These books were the ones that I read. Something about being a coach also is that you need to be likable and you need to be quickly likable. The third skill that I've learned is sales. There are different sets of skills that you can practice and that you can cultivate that I really believe can play a huge role and have such an impact on making or breaking you. And these skills are obviously inspired by my personal journey here in China after living here for now almost 6 years, and after achieving a certain amount of growth both on the personal level, social level, relationship level, as well as financial level as well. I have, if I compare myself to the person that I was when I first came here in 2017, and if I actually right now if I looked at that person, then and if I could give advices to that guy that I was when I first came to China, then I would have directly told him, hey, one, two, three, four skills. These skills, you need to learn them right now. Do not wait for COVID to hit to finally put some fire under your ass and to finally decide to actually become something. Because that's really it. When I first came to China, I was a student. I came here initially for a master, so I had a student mindset. All I wanted to do was to think inside the box. All I wanted to do was to follow a certain lane and to just stay there and to just do my best to improve, as well as to pretty much not fuck up and to graduate with the honors, which is not bad in a sense. But I believe that if I had somebody at that time telling me the advices and citing all the skills that I'm about to cite today, then I would have definitely right now today I would have definitely been in a way higher level. And the first skill really is the stoicism. Stoicism basically is, in my own definition, in my own understanding of it, is pretty much the fact of always knowing how to keep a certain composure and as well as staying calm despite anything that could happen. Is the fact of understanding that all that you can do sometimes is to just wait for the wave to pass by to finally go back to normal life. And so I've learned the importance of remaining calm and remaining stoic many times, but it's mostly my past relationship that taught me that. One of the longest relationship I had when I came here to China, it was quite an unstable and almost limit toxic one, in which I wish I had a better self-control, because anger have gotten me to do and mostly to say a lot of bad things, all right, to many people. In addition to that person that I was with, it got me to say all kinds of things that I'm not proud of to my parents. It got me to just not know how to handle a stressful situation. It got me to actually properly freak out every time I would see that things were not going in the right direction. But then here's the thing: when things don't go the right direction, and this is something that I finally learned lately, when things don't go in the right direction, no matter what you do and no matter what you say, they are still going to keep going in the right direction. Mostly if it's things that you don't have control on. Like something that I've really learned, something that I'm quite proud of myself of for learning and for really understanding, is that if a problem happens outside of my field of control, if a problem happens that I'm not personally connected to, if a problem happens that I did not have anything to do with, and that problem impacts me, yes, it will piss me off. Yes, it will hurt. But I also don't need to give any reactions to this problem and just wait for it to pretty much pass and also stop. Because that's really the only thing that we can do. All you can do whenever you have any sort of stress or any sort of drama that happens in your life is to just understand that, hey, okay, this is there, but it's not because it's there that I need to do something about it. It can definitely stay here, and I'm here on the side of the road. We are both driving towards the same direction, but we are not conflicting with anybody, and both of us will arrive safely at our destination. So that's something that I've learned, right? That, you need to just keep calm, because many things are always going to come at you and challenge you every time. And so it is not the best solution if you're gonna like be aggressive and if you're gonna like start to fight every time something does not go your way. Sometimes you just need to take a deep breath and then understand that whatever the kind of reaction that you give to this thing, your reaction might not even help solve the problem. So why would you give that reaction in the first place? And so two books that I've learned Stoicism from. One is The Daily Stoic, which was given to me by a close friend of mine back then. And the second book was The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, written by Mark Manson. These books were the ones that I read around 2019, because again, I only started to like really sharpen those skills around COVID because I was bored and I had some time to work on some stuff. And so these two books have really taught me that, hey, life is a bitch, but you don't need to become a bitch too, basically. There's gonna be tons of things pissing you off, but not all of those things deserve you to react and deserve your attention and deserve your energy. There's gonna be drama here and there, but drama here and there does mean that your life is dramatic. You always can shift your perspective and see a different way of approaching things and different way of addressing things that would be more positive than what is currently going on. The second skill that I've learned is people skills. I actually did not learn this one. I think I've developed and I've acquired this one after being a group class coach for now 5-6 years. All right. As a group class, after all that time, I think I can confidently say that I've been interacting with around 10,000 people now, coaching them through group classes. One-on-one classes. At the moment, I also have my online nutrition coaching program for one-on-one coaching and consulting for nutrition. And so I can confidently say that the time that I've been spending in the field of coaching have gotten me to interact with this much amount of people. And so something about being a coach also is that you need to be likable and you need to be quickly likable, because I've learned that sometimes someone will come to your class and someone would sign up for your program and someone would go train with you, not necessarily because you are the most skilled coach in the space, but maybe because you have asked them how their daughter is doing, maybe because you have asked them, hey, how busy you are, maybe because you care about them on a personal level. This is something that we call connection-based coaching, which is something I've learned in the Nutritional Coaching Institute, from which I got my nutrition coaching certification, is the fact of putting the program aside and putting the person first, and so like actually caring about the person. And I think I became quite a popular coach as well as a likable coach because of the fact that I was really good at just connecting with people. And so the way that I usually do this and the way that I usually break the ice with people and the way that I usually just eliminate any awkwardness between us is by really showing actual interest in them. Like anyone who would come to me and who would talk to me, I would put my phone aside, I would take my headphones out, I would like stand up and face them, and I would like really give them my entire attention. I would be like, okay, how are things going? How did you feel? Like I would ask questions that I know many people don't usually ask, such as, hey, how you doing? I don't ask those kinds of questions because that's too common. That's not unique. That's not special. My goal whenever I speak to someone is to find something to say and to find something to take out of a conversation that they are going to keep in their mind about me and that is going to make them feel good about the interaction that they have. And I do this usually really just by asking about their lives, their schedules, how busy they are, their work, what do they love most about their work, do they have any pets, do they have any daughters, how are their daughters, how are their the sons, the kids, how are the kids doing, what are the kids' plans for the future, like all kinds of things. Because the reality about people is that they love talking about themselves, and unfortunately they are not getting in many conversations in which they get to talk about themselves as well as the things that they love. When you get someone to speak about the things that they love as well as the people that they love, you usually quickly create a relationship because it makes you become a very interested person. All right, and this is usually what I do, like with people. Like, I really genuinely show interest in that person. Like, I really try to figure out the person, because at the end of the day, I'm also very interested in people. Like, I really am looking forward to learn. Something that I really love doing is to ask people their jobs, because I believe there's so many amazing and interesting people here doing all kinds of amazing things. And so that's usually what I like to start with whenever I want to break the ice with people. Hey, what job do you do here? Oh, wow. Automotive. Oh, wow. You're a diplomat. Oh, wow. How is that looking like? How busy is that? Like, what kind of skills do you need to have for that? And then it just opens a whole conversation in which they are really getting passionate about what they say. And so people skills get you to form genuine relationship, and when you have genuine relationship, you are able to transition that as well as leverage that in order to benefit any kinds of other areas of your life as well. I learned how to interact with people in a book written by, I'm not sure if it was Dale Carnegie or not, but the name of the book was How to Win Friends and Influence People. Something like that. I'm not exactly sure if that's the title. But the book basically teaches you how to not be an asshole. The book basically teaches you how to be a leader. The book teaches you how to interact with people, how to be genuine with people, how to create meaningful relationships that are going to go beyond the limit of just friendships, but really relationships in which people are going to see you as someone impactful, inspiring, and positive. Hey guys, I truly hope you are finding value or anything relatable to what you are listening to. Either you are from YouTube or from Red Circle. It would really mean the world to me if you could show some support by liking, commenting, or sharing this post right here to two of your friends that you think could find value out of the podcast. Now, back to the talk. The third skill that I've learned is sales. I've learned sales when I joined the Nutritional Coaching Institute. Mostly when I realized that, people don't just pay you because your product is good, but they pay you because the things that you say make them want to buy. And so sales to me is really important, because I really believe we, in our daily lives, we always are doing some form of sales, which means we basically want to convince someone to do something for us. We want to convince someone of an opinion. We want to get someone to agree with a certain vision that we have. We want to get someone to move in the same direction as us. That's really what sales is about. And so it becomes even more important when you know that, well, sales get you paid. When you know how to sell your service, when you know how to sell your story, when you know how to sell your person, then the person is willing to give you their money. And so ever since I've learned sales, as well as pretty much the technique on how you can create trust between a certain client, a certain potential client, and you, when I start to really master and get more familiar with how to create that trust, my online nutrition coaching program has really tremendously improved. And you know what? The thing about sales is that it's closely related to people's skills. People buy. One of what my mentor told me was, people make buying decisions based on emotion. Most of the decision that people take to buy something is because of emotion, but never really logical. Because listen, have you seen the iPhone 15? Have you seen how expensive it is? Have you seen how much you need to pay for it? But have you ever seen anyone questioning the pay that they have you seen anyone questioning the price that they pay whenever they go there? Have you seen anyone looking around calculating what's in their wallet before they cash out at the Apple Store? No. They don't do that because they trust the product, because they have bought into the brand, and because throughout the years, Apple has done a great job at convincing them that, hey, this product right here, you need it. Apple has done a great marketing job. And so sales, basically, when I learned sales, I started to project the same thing into my business. I started to like really learn and also know how to convince people that, hey, Mrs. Jones, my online nutrition coaching program is made for you because it solves all those problems that you have. Hey, Mrs. Jones, my online nutrition coaching program is made for you because I'm not just someone who is gonna give you orders, but I'm gonna be someone who really, really connects with you and who actually cares about you. All kinds of things that I've learned with sales. And so, if there's one thing that I can advise you as skills that you can learn is sales. Mostly if you want to move forward in life, because it's really, I'm an entrepreneur, guys. I really see big things for myself. I really want to accomplish all kinds of amazing things. I want to change the world. I seriously, genuinely want to change the world. And so at the same, but by the same occasion, I also want to raise my standard. I also want to raise my quality of life. I also want to raise the things that I'm able to do for myself, as well as the things that I'm able to provide to my loved ones. And I know that the fact of just earning a substantial, regular, as well as quite important amount of money is going to give me enough influence as well as power to do those things that I want to do. And so sales, if you learn how to sell, you will not ever lack of money at all. If you learn how to sell things, if you learn how to lead people, and if you learn how to be stoic regarding anything that happens, then you'll just pretty much be a rock star. You will be a standing Spartan, not fearing anything, not scared of anything, but just always confident, someone on which everybody else can rely, and someone who can guarantee that he can lead people.